And how much should we put on? Wow, that's a lot. And then what angle do we start, right? Because it's the whole mouth.
Back outside.
Back outside.
Outside.
Okay.
Kind of work your way around.
Right.
And then go inside.
And then inside, like that.
And work your way around.
And okay, I hope this isn't too much.
Good luck.
Dr. Perez!
Sarah, nice
Very
to
handsome
meet
in
you.
person.
Likely. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the space.
How many steps to keeping beautiful teeth?
It's brushing teeth, flossing, brushing, rinsing, repeat.
牙线、刷牙，然后漱口水，然后重复。Alright, so that's like the 4 steps. Well, how do we choose a good toothbrush for ourselves?
You want to choose a soft toothbrush, and this is really critical. It's not about how hard your toothbrush is, it's about how you brush, circular motions, but really it's also about a soft, natural toothbrush.
What are the keys to choosing the right toothpaste?
Non-abrasive.
Non-abrasive. And what does non-abrasive for toothpaste mean? Because it's...
Some toothpastes have baking soda and things that kind of can create a kind of a bit of a substrate that can actually remove enamel or remove tooth.
So baking soda is not good for you?
Baking soda, as long as it's in a slurry, is not too poor, like a pumice. You don't want a pumice in a toothpaste. You want it to be smooth and silky on your teeth.
所以牙膏的话一定要是滑的，不要里边有一块一块，因为这样也会抹掉你上面的牙的那层。
I like to wet first. Do you wet first?
I used to wet first, and then about like 5-8 years ago, I stopped wetting and I just put it on dry, and I just get in there because I feel like it's cleaner.
Doing
dry.
more. Interesting.
Okay. And how much should we put on? Wow, that's a lot. All right.
First time.
Okay, and then what angle do we start, right? Because it's the whole mouth. So how do we do this?
Back outside.
Back outside.
Outside.
Okay.
Kind of work your way around.
Right.
And then go inside.
And then inside, like that.
And work your way around.
And
then outside like this, and then inside in the back like that. Correct. And then up and up and inside up and around. And then
okay. I hope this isn't too much.
Good luck.
Okay. 好尴尬，我没有想到大家会看得让我那么多牙齿。现在大家看到我天天早上和晚上的样子是吗？ What's the average time that the American spends on their teeth?
You're supposed to do it for 2 minutes. I doubt the average American spends 2 minutes brushing their teeth.
Oh.
You know, if anything, it's probably, under a minute.
How do you know if you had bad breath? Because in China, everybody's so polite. You know,
Right.
they're thinking one thing, but they don't tell you. They think, oh, your breath stinks. But they're like, no, you don't have bad breath. So how do you know if you yourself had bad breath? What's the test?
I think for me, what I do is when I floss, I smell the floss.
Let's try that. I'll have that. Well, I have a cold, so I can't smell anything. It smells good to me.
Smells fine. I'm not smelling you for I'm definitely not doing that.
I ate all sorts of like crazy things today just before seeing you. I ate a chocolate macaroon. I had tons of sugar. So my breath probably smells of sugar. 我吃了各种各样的糖的东西，为了见我们今天的 Dr. Perez.
All right, let me see you smile. Beautiful.
What do you think? Can you judge my smile?
I think you got a beautiful natural smile and they're all yours.
Well, thanks to braces, everything's natural. Okay, so what are the ins and outs of oral hygiene?
But if you put the floss in the shower, who wants to leave the shower?
Interesting, that's true. I love long hot showers.
So floss in the shower.
Floss in the shower.
It's a little gem right there,
Interesting.
guys.
So what are the things you look for when you go into someone's mouth to see if there are problem spots?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna look for you, since you said you had braces, I'm gonna look to see if you grind your teeth.
Nobody's ever asked me that before.
First thing is, so open. Let's see. Yes, you do grind your teeth. So
How do you know?
Because I'm looking at your 6-year molar, your first molar,
Yeah?
and I can see a little wear facet. Now, you're not a crazy grinder, but you definitely have grinded.
I do.
Yep, so keep on wearing your retainer. And just, first thing like any is identifying the problem. Owning it, identifying, understanding when you grind. Do you grind at night in your sleep? Do you grind during the day?
I grind when I'm not thinking.
Well, then think more.
How real is bad breath? Friend or business partner, if they're close by and they have bad breath, I'm just like, oh.
It's a real turn off in any context. It's really a turn off.
What creates bad breath?
not brushing, not flossing, not going to the dentist, not keeping your mouth clean.
How do you know if you had bad breath? Because in China, everybody's so polite. You know,
Right.
they're thinking one thing, but they don't tell you. They think, oh, your breath stinks. But they're like, no, you don't have bad breath. So how do you know if you yourself had bad breath? What's the test?
I think for me, what I do is when I floss, I smell the floss. You know,
Interesting.
you know, and that kind of really shows you just how stinky your breath can be.
Interesting.
So the more you floss, the more your gums don't bleed. Bleeding gums is a true sign that it's time for cleaning, and your gums should not bleed when you brush. That's just not normal.
Let's try that. Do we have some floss?
Yeah. So follow me. I'm gonna give you a little flossing instruction.
Okay.
So W.
Okay.
Now to go in the mouth.
And then when you get in there, is there a particular, is it like, you know, both sides? What do you do?
I go one side this way, then I'll go back to that side and kind of come to the front. And then I'll use my lower fingers to get to my back lower teeth.
Okay.
So W, W.
没有想到我今天做那么私人的事情给大家看，而且跟那么帅的一个帅哥。Okay.
See?
Yeah, you have.
I have a little blood on mine.
You have
need to
been
floss
doing
more.
Alcohol.
Good job. Yeah. Jam yourself.
And then I smell my floss.
You smell your floss.
Well, I have a cold, so I can't smell a thing. It smells good to me.
Smells fine. I'm not smelling your floss. You're definitely not doing that.
How do you tell somebody that they have bad breath?
If it's someone you really know who's a friend, you just say, hey dude, you got, you know, your breath is funky.
Your breath is funky.
Tell your friends, hey, are you brushing? Like, be a good friend.
What are some foods that will make your breath stink? And we all know garlic does, right? So it's like for me and my boyfriend, if we're eating garlic, you kind of have to eat it together.
You definitely have to eat it together. You definitely know that as a couple, like there's no close-up moment with garlic unless you both are on the same frequency.
Right. And so what are the foods that make your breath bad, and what are the foods that maybe make your breath better?
So minty foods, you know, foods like citrus is great for you for freshening your breath, and mint is great for, you know, maintaining, you know, what's fresh breath. I think, you know, spicy foods can be tough sometimes. You know, here, you know, curry, you know, anything with heavy spices is gonna push your breath, make it funky.
So maybe breath even comes from your stomach.
Well, there's definitely stomach flora, your gut flora kind of comes up. There's a communication between the flora in your mouth, the flora in your gut. Acid reflux is another thing that kind of brings those two together. So, you know, I think part of that is, you know, again, rinsing with a really good mouthwash that helps kind of keep those things in check and at bay and supports a good oral immune system. Your gut flora will be happy, your oral flora will be happy, you know, keeping things kind of in balance.
So that's the final touch. That's the best thing to do, right? And
Yep.
we have some mouthwash over here. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so this little Olas was created to kind of fill a niche that I thought was there needed to be a healthy, nice, natural, refreshing product that supported your oral immune system, that helped build, promote good oral hygiene.
How should we use mouthwash? Oh, okay. Swig and swish, approximately 2 to 3 capfuls for 60 seconds and spit out. So all mouthwash should be at least 60 seconds.
At least. You know, letting it do its job, letting it kind of fight those unhealthy bacteria that are sitting there, give it some time to kind of sink in, give you fresh breath, and really help, you know, and then spit out what you don't want and let it do its job.
Okay, let's give this a go. Who are your celebrity clients?
John George, I believe you know that.
Yeah, my favorite chef in New York.
Cara Delevingne, another great client, great person.
哇，原来 Cara Delevingne 就是 Dr. Perez 的老客户。How are her teeth?
Fantastic. A
Really?
beautiful smile and a beautiful personality.
How does she upkeep? Or what are the things with her teeth? Can you say on camera?
She takes good care of them.
所以原来老师不愿意暴露明星的小细节，可是 Cara Delevingne 都是我们的女生。How's Jean George's teeth?
He's another one. He has good upkeep, good oral hygiene.
Because he eats a lot.
He eats a lot. He needs to brush and floss daily.
Okay, so we have Ola's here.
We have a little mouthwash to sample and taste.
It looks like a whiskey bottle.
It's a whiskey bottle. I kind of wanted to play with the idea of creating a mouthwash that you could put in and carry with you, take with you, but also make it somewhat attractive. Elevate the category a bit.
Wow. Okay, so we just need a little bit. A shot?
Yeah. All you need is so we're actually going to swig this.
What do you mean by swig?
Drink it.
We're gonna drink. 可以喝的漱口水，不是吧？你敢吗？我有点不敢。Okay.
Ready?
And we swish for how 60 seconds before we drink.
Swallow.
Swallow. 吞不吞？这个就是一个问题。你敢吞吗？
All right. I had to. I couldn't do it.
Oh my god!
Is that the first time you swallowed mouthwash?
That's the first time I've swallowed. 第一次喝漱口水的感受，有一点点辣，可是也还是挺爽的。You're right, it is refreshing.
Yeah.
It really 真的让我呼吸得更深呢。You're right, it opens up why does it open up my airways? Which bit in it opens up my airways?
I think it's the sweet mint that kind of just pops and really kind of just take a deep breath now.
So I brought something for you to swallow. So have you been to China?
I've not been to China yet.
Oh, we need to get you out there. This is one of the most beloved drinks. Let me tell you something. This is not alcohol-free. This is not organic. This is not bioactive. And then this is not like enzyme system.
Got it.
But you can give it a try.
Let's smell it from here.
What do you smell?
Grass, rice.
Grass, rice.
A little anise, maybe?
老师说他闻到草，闻到米。
So I want us toast to say thank you for making this happen. It's really a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for letting me swallow mouthwash for the first time.
You're welcome.
Oh, I think someone's over there.
That's delicious.
Really?
Thanks. Yeah.
This is called 二锅头. This is our most beloved drink in China. And I'm going to leave you this bottle.
Thank you.
So you can drink it in between patients.
Wait, I have a question. Why is my bottle half full? Who's been drinking this?
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting a new video each week with tips and tricks that I think will help all of us lead a better life.